From every generation, there's always one bay, one avatar, one bit beast that captures your soul and becomes an instant favorite. A bay that no matter the generation, you will always find a way to make use of it and take it to the tournament gauntlet. But for me, that bay is none other than Perseus. From Gravity Perseus from the Metal Fight era to Dynamite and Savior Perseus from the Burst Age, Perseus has always been my number one bay of choice. And today we are finally checking out the CX-03 Perseus Dark. Perseus Dark has so far been the most popular choice in the latest CX system of Beyblade X, and for good reason. Perseus Dark is a homage bay to the Metal Fight era, similar to Aero Pegasus, relating and evolving from one of the most powerful bays, Gravity Perseus. Now both the color choices and the mold design are spot on with the original Perseus bay. Perseus Dark is a right spinning defense type in the latest CX system, with by far the best defensive capabilities of all defense types in the game. We have already seen this performance in the CX-04 battle set with Drawn Brave, but today we're going to be finally able to single it out and test it against even more bays, and I for one am absolutely excited to be able to focus solely on Perseus to see just how good its defensive capabilities truly are. So flipping it over, we can see all the parts associated with Perseus Dark, including its owner, Rance Roji. Up at the top, we can see that this bay focuses on defense from all angles. The image showcases it being able to not just defend, but defend against upper attacks, direct smash attacks, and downward smash attacks. An all-around perfect defensive type bay. Now every part in this set is completely brand new for Beyblade X, including the blade Perseus Dark B, the Ratchet 680, and the bit, the Wedge Bit. All in all, 3 amazing parts to add to the collection and to put to the test with some new combos. But before we continue on with the video, be sure to head on over to Mall of Toys, sponsor of this channel. They have everything you need to kickstart your career as a pro blader, from Drawn Sword all the way down to the latest CX release of Hell's Reaper, including Perseus Dark. So if you're wanting to step up your game, go check out Mall of Toys and use code LessSpinBase2 at checkout to get yourself 5% knocked off that total price of yours. That's malloftoys.com. Now let's rip this badass open and check out the all new bay, Perseus Dark B 680 Wedge. And here we are, Perseus Dark. The aesthetics of this bay are superb, from design all the way to the color of choices of each part. But here we have the blade Perseus Dark B. With the CX line, blades are now fully customizable and come with 3 separate parts to be able to swap out and switch things up to help enhance your battle strategies and play. Now dismantling and reassembling the blades are rather easy to do, easier than one may have originally thought. To disassemble the blade, place your finger and your thumb on the lock chip and give it a slight turn. Now you could take out the chip and separate the blade into its 3 main components. Here we have the lock chip, Perseus. The Perseus avatar looks and feels so much like a darker version of the Night Lance avatar and the bay entirely. The design of Perseus avatar is amazing with the Black Knight and the purple theme of the chip. Lock chips play no role in a bay's performance, unlike past generations where cores had different weights, shapes, and designs that determine burst resistance and actual bay performance. Rather, lock chips for the CX line and Beyblade X are mere aesthetics, nothing more. But regardless, the chip for Perseus, it does look absolutely amazing. Now next up we have the main blade Dark. The Dark blade, aside from the name being completely epic, looks fantastic. The shape and the design are a mix between Night Lance and Well Wave. It has the wavy up and down smooth curves similar to Well Wave, which could deflect attacks from any direction, reducing the strength of the impact. But the overall shape of the bay, aside from looking almost identical to Gravity Perseus, looks highly similar to the Night Lance blade. But now we have the all new bump or bumper assist blade that attaches to the bottom of the main blade. The silky opaque colors match the base aesthetics quite well and looks absolutely amazing. Bumper is designed to be able to redirect attacks from attack blades with a smooth curved surface, deflecting incoming attacks from opposing bays and redirecting them straight to the stadium floor. Now, after assembling the blade, first by putting the assist blade in, then the lock chip, giving it a slight twist to secure the blade, Perseus Dark B looks absolutely stunning. The blade overall is absolute perfection in my opinion, and one of the best looking CX bays so far released. But we now have an all new Ratchet, the 680 Ratchet. The 6-sided ratchets are a definite improvement to the 5-sided ratchets, with contact points that are more rounded over, making them harder to burst. The biggest issue I have seen with the CX line so far is with how naturally tall they sit. The ratchets, even the 60 ratchets, are more exposed than any bay from the BX line or even the UX line. Despite 680 being likely one of the best 80s ratchets, when equipped to a CX bay, it does put the ratchet at an extremely high risk of being bursted. But now we have the all new bit, the Wedge Bit. Wedge is phenomenal. It is definitely one of my favorite bits to use in defensive play for Beyblade X. Despite the narrow, fine pointed tip, Wedge has incredible defensive and stamina capabilities compared to a lot of the other bays. Wedge's biggest weakness lies in its burst resistance. Compared to bits like Dot, Needle, or even High Needle, Wedge does seem to burst more frequently. However, the movements and performance of Wedge is spectacular. Now, fully assembled, Perseus Dark is a tank of a defensive bay, weighing more than Night Mail and Leon Crest at a staggering 46 grams. Its overall appearance and design fully assembled radiates with power, and I absolutely love that. So I say let's get that stadium out now and throw it in some more extreme battles against even more bays and put its defensive powers fully to the test. And there we go, the stadium is out. And as always, we'll be using the standard Extreme Stadium by Takara Tomy, the best stadium to use when testing out a new bay or a new combo. Alright, there we go. Cobalt! Whoa! Woo! Don't know what happened there, but we are gonna redo whatever that was. Alright, here we go. See if Perseus Dark can get any wins. There we go. Good solid hits. Perseus Dark is already getting destabilized like crazy. Cobalt Dragoon's just pounding him. Yeah, he's going down. Perseus Dark is going down up against stock Cobalt Dragoon. And here we go. Perseus Dark, let's get some wins off Cobalt Dragoon. No, he's not going to get any wins. Cobalt Dragoon's just destroying him. This is insane. Right, here we go. Okay, never mind. Cobalt Dragoon right away before I could get to the microphone. And here we go. Let's try this again. Perseus Dark, let's get a win. Oh, it's a burst. Yep, that's a burst right away. And here we go. Try this again. Perseus Dark. Oh, nope. There's the burst. There's the burst. Good old burst. Cobalt Dragoon has that. Now here we go. I want to win. I want one win with Perseus Dark on Cobalt Dragoon. It should not be too hard with Cobalt Dragoon stock. Nah, I hit that extreme line right up here. Right up here, he hit that extreme line. He's going to go down. But just look at that. How tall Perseus Dark is. Cobalt Dragoon is doing nothing but striking the assist blade and the ratchet. That's all he's striking. He's very seldomly hitting that blade, which is ultimately just taking out Perseus Dark and not really giving him a chance to actually defend with his blade. Alright, burst, or is he gonna survive? Nope, it's gonna be a burst. Alright, we got Aero Pegasus out, another attack type. This Aero Pegasus on 360 and rush. There's some good hits. There we go. He's actually defending and not bursting. Woo! Perseus, let's go! I just want Perseus to win. Perseus has always been my favorite, no matter the generation. Oh my god. That was a close match. He was right up there, barely took it with the survivor finish. So that's good. He finally got a point. That's what matters. But it was up against Aero Pegasus. So I think he's definitely going to struggle against the lower sitting bays especially. Now we did see in the previous unboxing with the white version that he completely got dominated by Impact Drake, which is a very low sitting bay. So I'm starting to see a theme here with Perseus Dark is he's not going to do well whatsoever if you're going to put him up against any type of low sitting bay. Here we go. Oh, that was a good hit. But he blocked it. He got it. Oh, and no, he does not. Aero Pegasus. At least he defended that first one with pure raw defense. That was awesome that he was able to tank that hit. But Aero Pegasus did come back with another smash attack that completely just overfinished him. Alright, here we go. Perseus, let's get a win. Woo! That was a good hit. Okay, missed that one. Ah, there we go. Ooh! Perseus, let's do this. Yeah, it's done for Pegasus. Pegasus gonna go down. There it is. Pegasus finally going down. Alright, here we go. Good hit, good hit. Oh! Whoa! Yeet! Alright, hit right away. Whoa! Yes! Okay, his defenses, I'm not gonna lie, they are actually really good. Perseus Dark's defenses are superior over all the other defensive type bays, that's for sure. He can tank hits. His only issue is just with how high the CX bays are sitting. There he goes. He tanked those hits once more and took out Aero Pegasus. Hit right out the gate usually leads to a burst. Is he gonna burst? There he goes. That's defense right there. Yes, come on, Perseus. Okay, now he's got some serious defense going on, but he is tilting really bad. It's a matter of who's gonna hit first. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, there we go. Aero Pegasus got that. Perseus Dark was tilting too much, way too top heavy, so wasn't really able to kind of get back up or try to even correct himself by any means. But there goes. Aero Pegasus took that one. There we go. Yes, defend. Oh, good hit, good counter. I'm really loving Perseus. I love the design. I just love how well he is able to defend and parry off those attacks, even in stock combo form. Is he gonna take him out? Ooh, you gotta be kidding me. Aero Pegasus still with Rush Bit was still able to outspin Perseus Dark with the Wedge Bit. That's just crazy. Alright, we got Nightmail out with the Gear Ball, the 080 Gear Ball combo. Let's see how well, oh my god, those are some serious hits. See how well Perseus Dark stock does up against this S tier combo for Nightmail. There we go. Come on, Perseus. Nightmail actually looks really small. Yes. Okay, there we go. He took him out. But just seeing them spin, Nightmail looks so small compared to Perseus Dark. But either way, Perseus Dark took out Nightmail in a stamina battle with this S tier build. Let's battle those guys some more. Now here we go, Perseus. Let's do this. Oh, there's a good hit. Pure stamina battle right here. Gear Ball or Wedge. Now, theoretically, Gear Ball should, no matter what, have better stamina. But as we saw in that first battle, Perseus Dark was still able to take it out. But it's not the case with this one. Perseus Dark's going down just like that. Alright, here we go. Boom, boom. Come on, Perseus. Oh, you almost had him out. Someone's burst. I could hear something. Unless that's just Nightmail. Okay, Nightmail went down. There we go, Perseus. That's what's up. So as long as he can land some good counter attacks, he could take out stamina type bays. So that's a good thing to know. But if it just goes straight into a stamina battle, minimal contact, he's gonna lose. That much is guaranteed. That was an awesome battle. That's a close battle. All right, Perseus. Woo! A good extreme. Oh, yeah, he missed that one. Perseus got out of the way. This combo for Nightmail, when it hits that extreme line, it just hits like a bullet. It hits like a train. It is so powerful. Just like that. There we go. Nightmail is kind of getting his revenge on Perseus Dark. That was an awesome over finish right there. All right, here we go. Let's try to get Perseus some more points up. Oh, yes. Woo! There we go. That was an awesome counterattack and an awesome hit from Nightmail onto Perseus Dark, and that counterattack Perseus Dark had. That was awesome. All right, here we go. We're starting to learn with just a very slight and extreme finish. Yes. So I'm starting to learn with a very slight, not too steep, not too flat, but just a very slight nudge when it comes to launching Perseus Dark at a very slight angle. He seems to be performing a lot better on that Wedge Bit. That was an awesome extreme finish for him. Quick and right out the gate. All right, we now got Night Lance out there. Night Lance and Perseus Dark. See, which is a better defensive type? Night Lance just actually looks so small compared to Perseus Dark, but they're both similar shape. Night Lance just has a higher attack power, but we'll see which is better. Both are pretty tall bays. This is coming down. This is coming pretty close. There we go. Night Lance. Night Lance was still able to outperform Perseus Dark. Let's battle this guy some more. And here we go. Night Lance or Perseus Dark. There we go. This is it. There we go. There's the collisions. Waiting for the big hits. They're like going toe to toe right now. I know these kind of battles are not that exciting, especially to watch on YouTube, but these are the type of battles that you're more likely going to come across when you enter in a tournament. But there he goes. Is this Night Lance is going down. Perseus Dark takes it, kind of ties things up a bit. That's awesome. I'm very happy about that. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Let's go, Perseus. I'm bound and determined to find some good combos for Perseus that could win a tournament. There he goes. He's tanking those hits. He's doing a lot better at staying in the center than Night Lance is. There he goes. Night Lance is going down. The way the blade is shaped, smashing you down every time you go in for an attack, destabilizing you. That was that in full effect. That was awesome to be able to finally see in a battle. All right, here we go. Boom. Good hits. There we go. Oh, okay. He's back up and stable. Kinda. Oh, no. Night Lance has this. He got tilted way too much, I think. Maybe. No. Night Lance. Night Lance might be going down. I don't know. Woo! Night Lance barely had that one. Now here we go. Let's do this, Perseus. There we go. Boom, boom. I don't even know what to say. I'm just watching. So forgive my silence. Alright, Perseus might have this one. Maybe. No. Oh my god. So Night Lance still took that. Alright, here we go. Boom! There we go. Alright, let's try to at least get Perseus one more win up against Night Lance. There he goes. He's taking him down. He's destabilizing him, keeping him, forcing him down. Ooh, that could have been a burst. But there goes. Perseus Dark finally took it. Alright, and there we go. The all-new CX-03 Perseus Dark in its original OG color scheme. Now, overall, I really do like the CX bays and Perseus Dark especially. I do feel as if there is some great potential to be had with these bays so far. Now the biggest challenge and the biggest hurdle is the natural height of the CX bays. 80 ratchets make for them to be extremely tall, and too tall in my opinion, which exposes the ratchet more, leading to quite a few bursts. But overall, Perseus Dark is a powerhouse of a defensive type bay, and the best defensive type bay in my opinion. I am a bit disappointed in the Wedge Bit with how easily it's able to bit burst and fall out of the ratchet, but that's not to say Wedge is a bad bit. I'll most definitely have to search and find a viable defensive combo for Wedge in the long run. But comment down below your thoughts on the all new Perseus Dark bay, and what combos have you found to make this bay even better than it already is. Now that is everything for this video. I do appreciate you sticking around and supporting my channel. Stay tuned, we do have more Beyblade X content coming to Less Spin Bays, so make sure you have those notifications on so you don't miss out on another epic video. Now in the meantime, have yourselves a great morning, day, or night, and I'll catch you in the next video.